welcome back to Beyond the Cowl. You've got me, Jo, today, and today we are making this gorgeous daisy chain garland. I love it. Now, I've only got 3 flowers of mine with 3 leaves. You can do as many as you like, and I am going to make a bigger one, a longer one day, to probably hang in the garden for the summer. But I've just done 3 here today just to give you the effect and show you how to make it. So this is the second bunting of today, bunting garlands. Previously today we have also had the vintage doily bunting, so that was our other one today. So you can make this in other colours if you wish. I've gone with the traditional yellow and white daisies with the green leaves. So grab your hooks and yarns and a cup of tea or coffee or something, and let's get started. Okay, starting with the leaves, and which will also give you the ends for hanging your garland up. We are going to start with a slip knot, and we're going to chain 42. Chain 42. Now this is if you miss a chain or two, it's not a huge deal. So if you happen to end up with 41, 43, it really doesn't matter. So chain 42, and then meet me back. Okay, so I have about 42 chains here. I'm not going to count them back because, as I said, the precise amount is really not important. If you've got 1 or 2 chains either way, it really isn't a big deal. Okay, so we're going to make our very first leaf now. And don't panic, this is not the finish. This is not how big or short your daisy chain is going to be. This is just the start of it, okay? So don't think it's going to be this short. So we're going to start on our leaves, and we're going to make a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. And then we're going to make 2 half double crochets along. So when I say the stitch count, this is always 1 in each chain, okay? So 2 half double crochets, 1 in each of the next chains, and then 2 double crochets, 1 in each of the next chains, and then we're going to do 2 half treble crochets. Now, if you've never done that before, a treble crochet we yarn over twice, okay? So you've got 3 loops on your hook, insert into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through all 3. Okay, I will show you that again later on. Actually, we're going to do that again. We're going to do 2 of those. So yarn over twice, 3 loops on the hook, insert into the chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3. Okay, and then do a treble crochet. So that's your yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, and then you go through 2, through 2, and through 2. So the half treble again, we're going to do 2 of those. So we've worked up in size, and now we're going to work back down in size. So 2 half trebles, yarn over twice, insert into your chain, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then pull through 3. So instead of doing 2, 2, and 2, you're doing pull through 2 and then pull through 3. Okay, once more, a half treble, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 3. Okay, and then 2 double crochets, 1 in each chain, and 2 half double crochets. So we're literally working down, back down the stitches that we made previously, okay? And then we're going to do 1 single crochet and then a slip stitch. Okay, and that is your first leaf. So we've gone up in size and then we've come down in size, and that is your first leaf. Okay, so now this chain here that you have remaining, this is the chain that you're going to use for hanging your garland up. Okay, and we are going to probably be working some stitches into those, so don't worry about that part at the moment, just leave that as it is. Okay, and this is why I said it's not crucial on whether you've got the right amount of chains to start with, or you're missing one or two, or you've got an extra one or two, because this the rest of these chains are just for hanging it up. Okay, so panic not. Right, we're going to move on and make another leaf. So it's going to undo some more yarn, and here we go. Okay, so to give it some length between to separate, we're going to chain 33, and again, don't worry if you about getting an exact chain count. If you don't worry about counting back and having an exact chain count, it doesn't matter. So chain about 33, and I'll see you when I've done 33. And there's my 33 chains. So we're going to work back and do another leaf. So in the second chain from the hook, make a single crochet, and then remember, working along, if I say 2 half double crochet, that's 1 in each chain. Okay, so 2 half double crochets. 2 double crochets, double crochet, and then 2 half treble crochets. So remember, that's yarn over twice before you go in, and then through 2 and then through 3. Do that again, pull through 2 and then pull through 3, and then a treble crochet in the next, and then 2 half treble crochets. Oops, that was a treble crochet there, wasn't it? I just did 2, 2 and 2, and we're doing a half treble. So oh my goodness, now I'm doing a double crochet. Gosh. Okay, half treble, 1, and 1 more half treble, there we go, double crochet, and another double crochet, so 2 double crochets, and 2 half double crochets, a single crochet, and a slip stitch, and there is your second leaf. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is continue making our leaves until the garland is as long as you want it to be. Okay, so you will do just what we did before, of chaining 33 for this chain here in between and for the leaf. So this is the length of chain you'll have between, okay, and then your leaf. So chain 33 and then make your leaf, and just rewind the video for those instructions again. Make your leaf and then just keep chaining 33 and making a leaf, chain 33, make a leaf, okay, until it's as long as you want it to be, and then we'll start to make the flowers. Okay, when you've made the amount of leaves you want for the length of your daisy chain, I've just made 1 more leaf here, as usual with making my bunting, I am making 3 to show you how it looks. 2 looks a bit sad on its own, and beyond that sort of takes far too long for the video. So I'm just making 3 today, but obviously make this as long as you want. You can just string it all around your garden, around, you know, I don't know, a headboard of the bed or wherever you want to put it, along a dresser in a little girl's bedroom, anywhere would look great. So make this as long as you like. As I said, just for demonstration purposes, I'm just making the 3 leaves. Okay, so when you've made your last leaf, you want to chain 25 to give you your chain at the end for hanging it up. Okay, so chain 25. Again, it's not an exact science. If you've not got quite 25 or you've got a bit more, it's fine. Okay, so I've done my 25 there, and then because this is quite floppy, now I'm going to show you one I did earlier. Now I know there's lots of tails going on here and I haven't even finished the flower. I just wanted to make sure that I knew how the pattern worked. Okay, so you can see that this flower is a bit floppy on that chain. Okay, so what we can do for that chain to make it a bit more stable and less floppy is we can do a half double crochet back along here just to make it more stable. So go into the 3rd chain from your hook. The first 2 will count as the half double crochet. Okay, so go into the 3rd chain from hook and make a half double crochet. Okay, and then make 1 half double crochet in each chain along until you get to your leaf. And then, in case you get a bit confused when you get to your leaf, I will join you back and show you how to continue around the leaf. Okay, so there's the half double crochets at the end of my chain. So this is the part that will be used for hanging. And then I've met up with my leaf, and I think actually these chains in between the leaves, I'm only going to do a single crochet, just so that it doesn't sort of almost look like a leaf, okay, because it is very similar. So I'm just going to do single crochet. You do half double crochet if you prefer. So I'm going to skip this end of the leaf to where I did my slip stitch. I'm going to skip that and I'm going to go straight into the next chain and do a single crochet. Okay, and so I'm going to do a single crochet on these chains between the leaves. Okay, so I'll do this all the way to the next leaf, and then I'll do exactly the same. I won't do anything into the bottom of that leaf. I'll skip over and do start my single crochets beyond that, and then when I get to the last leaf and end up with the bottom part of the chain for hanging, I'll go back to doing half double crochets in there. Okay, so that's all there is to that. So look, here we go, show you these single crochets. So it's just thinner than the rest, so it doesn't sort of make it look like the leaves. Okay, so I'll see you when I've done all of my chain. Okay, there we go. So I've got my half double crochets at the end and single crochets in between the leaves. And what I'm going to do is sew these ends in so that they're not in the way of when I'm showing you the next part. But what I just wanted to show you was you can by all means attach some kind of hanging ring on the end there, and make that to pop onto your hook or wherever you're going to hang it. Or you could just fold it over slightly and make a little loop like this. Make a little loop. So I'm just going to use my end, and I'm actually going to make a little loop here so that it can hang up. I mean, you can by all means do that at the end, but I just want to get rid of my ends here so they're not in the way of showing you the next part. Okay. Okay, so you can see I've just folded this over and made a little loop there for hanging. Okay, so this is what I have so far. There we go. So I've just got my 3 leaves for 3 flowers, okay, and obviously I will need to make another loop at this end, just use some yarn, but I was just using the yarn I had there from the ends. Okay, so grab some yellow, as bright or as pale as you like, and we're going to make some daisies. Obviously you could make these any flowers you like. I'm just doing the traditional daisies for the daisy chain today, so I've got white and yellow. Okay, now these daisies are pretty simple and you don't need a huge amount of yellow yarn at all. What we're going to do is make sure I've got it the right way around. Okay, so have the front facing you and you want to join your yellow yarn into a chain near the base of the leaf, so here, okay. You see there? So you want to join your yarn into the base here. Okay, I've just joined my yarn with a slip stitch and now we want to chain 4 and then we're going to slip stitch into the first chain and make a ring. And this is like you would if you were making any pattern that starts with a ring. That's what we're doing here, but we're joining it onto here, okay? So you have your ring. Now you need to just try and ignore this leaf in the way here, just sort of tuck it in your hand. And then what we're going to do is a chain 1, and that doesn't count as anything. And then we're going to do 6 single crochets into our ring. 6 single crochets. Okay, and then slip stitch to your first stitch. Okay, and then you can just give a slight pull on there and pull your centering if you wish. Okay, then we're going to chain 1 and do 2 single crochets in that stitch and 2 single crochets in every stitch around, and you will have 12 single crochets at the end. When you have your 12 single crochets, just do a slip stitch to your first stitch. Now it will look like you've got a gap here, but that's only because of your slip stitch from the previous round. So just do your slip stitch and that will cinch it all in nicely. Okay, and then fasten off. That is it for the yellow. There we go, our yellow centre. So take your white yarn and join your white yarn into any of your single crochets in the yellow round. Okay, so any of the single crochets. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then once you've got your white yarn joined, chain 6. And then we're going to make our petal. So we're going to do a single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then in the next 4 chains 1 half double crochet. So 4 half double crochets going down your chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, there we go. And then you're going to do a slip stitch in the next stitch along of your yellow. Do a slip stitch there to fasten your petal. So there is your first petal. Okay, so we'll do that again. Chain 6 and do a single crochet in the second chain from hook, and then a half double crochet in each of the next 4 chains. And slip stitch in the next single crochet of the yellow. Okay, so we've got 2 petals there now. You're going to continue this around and you will have 12 petals in total. Just slip stitch at the end into the next single crochet. So when you have all 12 petals finished, you will have slip stitched into the base of this last petal, and then what you're going to do just to finish this off is to slip stitch across into the base of the very first petal, and then you can fasten off. And there is your first pretty daisy, first flower. There we go. How cute is that? Now, if you want a smaller flower, the easiest way to have a smaller flower is to go down a hook size. It will make it all a bit tighter and a bit smaller. Rather than sort of redesigning the flower, it's easier just go down a hook size to have a smaller flower. So let me show you this flower with the leaf. Here we go, there's our flower. Try and tuck these ends in. And there's our leaf there. Okay, so there's the first one done. Just going to try and flip these the right way around. There we go. Okay, lovely, gorgeous. There we go. So I'm going to do 2 more flowers along here and show you what it's like when I've finished. And you can continue making your flowers if you're making it now. And I'm going to show you what this looks like when you've got 3 more along here and it's all looking lovely and ready to hang. So I'll see you in a minute. And there is my completed daisy chain. I've sewn in all my ends and it's ready to go. I made the middle flower slightly smaller with a smaller hook, and yeah, I think it looks pretty gorgeous and all ready to hang up somewhere. Oh, just need to make this loop on this other side, same as this one, and there it is, all ready to go. So I hope you've enjoyed making this up and you found this useful and helpful, and if you have, then click that like button, give us a thumbs up, it's much appreciated. And I would love to see photos of what you made in the Facebook group. Pop your pictures in the album Beyond the Cowl. The link to the Facebook group is in the description below. And if you're on Instagram, then use the hashtag Beyond the Cowl, and I'll get to see all your photos on there following that hashtag. So that's it. You might want to block these petals a bit to stop them curling inwards so much, but other than that, there we go. I'm going to make a longer one of these and probably hang in the garden for the summer. But yeah, there we go today. So until next time, just keep hooking and don't let your tea get cold.